Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Just because I can, and I continue with Amnesia: The Dark Descent, blind. I'm here in this huge cistern, the purpose of which...
So you used the drain sewers as a means of transport?
Yes, they were built to divert water from an underground spring, and are quite spacious. It seemed only natural to incorporate it into the overall structure.
But we won't be using it.
Not today. The flow is seasonal, and when the spring runs dry, the damp tunnels produce a rather poisonous type of fungi. There is an antidote, of course, but we won't be bothering with it today. Come, this way instead. We're almost there.
The lever is stuck. Its gears need to be greased. Okay, so I have to find grease first. I want to budge. Oil drainage. Temptio oleum. Okay, I have this glass jar, which should be good enough. So where are the gears? I assume I can't just use it... Oh, okay. I guess I can just use it on this. What exactly has happened? I'm moving something, but... Ah! I'm moving a ladder. A broken pipe is blocking the ladder, however it got somewhat damaged by the impact. Okay, but let's go deeper this way. The water is too deep to traverse safely. Okay, so I guess I have to drain it. Cistern. Control room. Okay, let's go to the control room first. He waited for his eyes to adjust to the darkness, but no shape or contour appeared.
Herbert, how did we find this place?
An old friend back in Algiers gave me a map.
Why isn't he with us? Didn't he want to come?
He wanted to, Daniel, but things don't always turn out the way we planned.
Okay, this very much looks like it would fit somewhere. I should probably keep that in mind. machine. January the 13th, 1799. The work I have put into this machine is unequaled by the reasoning of any man. The thought that generations of men have passed away since I first attempted to reconstruct the design is most tiring. The limitations of this world have made my work incredibly difficult. It has forced me to build the thing almost 100 times larger than the delicate construction it tries to emulate, not to mention the flow of tamed lighting, crudely replaced by pressured steam pushing its way through pipes and turbines. It shames me to think of what the inventor would have thought of my monster. Where he works with a magnifying glass to carefully fix all the parts, I push 5 men to erect a tower of wrought iron in hope it will be even the tiniest hint of the power found in the Traveler's Locket. Okay, that's very interesting because it seems to suggest that Alexander has seen a design for a machine that used electricity in some form, because he was speaking of tamed lighting, which you know instinctively makes you think of electricity, but he doesn't know how it worked, so he tries to recreate the same thing with a steam engine. But what exactly the machine does is sort of beyond me at this point. However, this pipe does kind of seem possibly important. Crank. Okay, let's go to the last door. Maybe it will elucidate me a little bit on the matter of what is it that I'm supposed to be doing with the machine. It's actually kind of unclear still. Okay, so let's try pushing the piston all the way down instead. Unless it will like rise after, because there is this sound, I think, in the background that is associated with Wait, but that would be the other one, right? I think it's associated with timing. Like, would it help me in any way if I was standing on it? And would the ceiling actually kill me? And am I even understanding this correctly? Because it might be that the sound has actually nothing to do with timing? Like, maybe I'm misinterpreting that. Okay, I will go visit the cistern because it might help me understand what is it that I'm even doing here, which at the moment I don't quite get. Okay, those are counterweights for something. Okay, we'll still go back. The purpose of the inner sanctum had always been to study the orbs and find a way to force them to yield their power. However, he was still unaware of this. The blue light blinded him as it has done inside that murky tomb in Algeria. It was just as enchanting, and he tried to approach it, but the Baron's firm hand held him back.
You're conserving water from the spring.
Yes, it enables me to control the water in the drain sewers to some extent. Also, it can be used for all sorts of purposes.
Like for drinking.
Well, that too. But mostly to run different machines.
Ah, like water mills.
Exactly.
Okay, there's that monster again. The water monster. Declinatio fluxum aqua cloacae. Redirect water sewer. Sewer water, rather.
August 1839. There is no denying that Alexander puts a lot of faith into what I can only describe as magic. I'm not surprised. Even while traveling across Europe, I assumed I would have to embrace the supernatural to save my mind and life. As a novice, I do everything in my power to stay focused and not dwell too much on my own doubts. Alexander woke me up early and told me it was time we got started on our work. He was obviously excited to get going, and we headed downstairs to the old dungeon where he preferred to attempt his rituals. It turns out that Alexander is a true Renaissance man, paralleled only by Da Vinci, I'm sure. He showed me several rooms fitted for specific research, such as anatomy studies, alchemy, and botany. The crown of Brennenburg must be the inner sanctum, a most hallowed ground where we shall attempt to permanently banish the orb's shadow.
Okay. Apparently water has begun to slowly fill the chamber, but I'm not sure to what end. It's attached to a rusty chain in the ceiling. A bridge must be lowered to proceed. Okay. Redirect sewer water again.
August 1839. I could never be certain until today that I was on the right path. Using my orb, Alexander managed to channel its power unto us. The inner sanctum flared with blue, fiery light, and I could feel the same things I felt in the dark chamber in Algeria. It was like standing in a mad whirlpool of impressions. It was terrifying, but Alexander kept calm and wielded strange tools of science in order to tame the storm. Suddenly, the blue light was stained by strains of red, and the walls burst with pulsating tissue resonating with the scene. Alexander quickly covered the orb in some cloth, and the unspeakable thing vanished. Apparently, the orb's shadow is closer than Alexander thought. He said I should prepare for a warding ritual tomorrow. I'm not sure what he expects, but I have a bad feeling about this.
Oh damn it, I'm dead. Maybe if I, like, if it's a really rusted chain, maybe if I throw a rock at it, it'll break. Indeed. And that's further redirection of the sewer water.
9th of August, 1839. It is still early, and Alexander is busy preparing for the ritual later today. Seeing him this worked up makes me question why. What does he stand to gain? I realize he is curious about it all, but surely there must be more. Is he so foolish he will attempt to tame the power of the orb? I must admit that yesterday, when Alexander flooded the inner sanctum with blue light, I realized we had but graced the orb's true potential. This might turn out to be more than escaping a creeping shadow. It might be the beginning of something truly extraordinary.
Oh damn it. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm dead. I don't think I can cover the distance without the monster killing me, although... Okay, I think my work is done in this area. Although, the water has been flowing into this for some arcane reason which I don't entirely understand. So let's check it out for the final time. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh god! I killed a man! Like, I totally didn't, because this game, voices are so ubiquitous in this game, I didn't realize there was an actual voice of an actual person coming from inside this. I just killed someone? I feel bad about it, but I'm also kind of curious whether that, like, what kind of effect does that have on the game? Was I required to do so? And if not, what's the actual, like, story or gameplay significance of me having done that, otherwise than being a murderer and feeling bad about it? Like, okay, that's a major bummer, and that's like an understatement of the century, because that guy is dead, and that's all my fault. Which some people would say it's more than a bummer, really, if you commit murder. The red taint burst from the walls as if they had begun to bleed. He cried out in fear as the spectacle began to consume the blue shimmer. Okay, so there's the noxious gas, which he warned me about. I need an antidote for that. But it turns out it was actually required to kill that person to drain the sewer, which kind of infuriates me for a whole different set of reasons. Because I generally very much dislike such a mechanic in games where they attempt to make me feel bad for doing something I had no choice over. Like, if my only choice in a game is to commit a moral atrocity, if there is no other way to advance the plot, then why should I feel bad about it? I didn't choose that. The game forced me to do that, and there is no way to progress without doing that. So where's the element? Like, it doesn't work for me because I don't feel guilty for something that the developers force me to do. My only other choice would be to stop playing the game for which I've paid money, which is stupid. Like, my favorite kinds of moral choices are those where all of the options are kind of bad, and you have to weigh the pros and cons of each of them according to your own morality. Alexander knew there must be a way to finish the ritual before it was too late. He had to teach his friend to harvest the vitae. That much was certain. Yeah, and his friend, I assume, was me, right? That's my assumption with which I'm going forward in the plot. That I am very much complicit in whatever was done here. Oh, it was. Oh, I thought that was a piece of instruction, but just a page I cannot read, so that doesn't entirely help me. Or alternatively, you could say it doesn't help me at all. Oh, okay, I'm dumb. I assume I have to somehow take the pipe pieces that are strewn around the level and like connect them all to those holes in the wall, because it seems like part of the machinery might be missing. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we need 2 more. I wonder if the game might require me to bring it from outside the level, but I don't think so. It has never been demonstrated that such a thing is even possible. Wait, again, I'm not entirely sure. How was I supposed to know that? Did steam only flow out of some of them? Like, was there visible steam? I didn't really pay attention to that. I do feel kinda stupid, but that, you know, doesn't really help post factum. Okay, so am I to assume it just works now? And is going to allow me to lower the other bridge? Oops. Oh, right. You can attach a crank to that. Okay, I'll just go out and see if the bridge works. The beautiful wild orchid seemed a testament to nature's strength, being able to grow inside Brennenburg. Alas, it was Alexander's studies and care which enabled the flower to blossom. Okay, so it did repair it. Well, partially, I guess. We'll need a push to this lodge. The bridge itself will need a push, you say. How would that be accomplished? How would I push the bridge itself? I guess I could just throw a rock at it. But I can't, like, I don't believe that would have enough force to accomplish anything. And the ladder doesn't touch it. Unless, because there's noticeable delay after I raise this bridge, so maybe I need to jump on it, stand on it, and then when it rises, just jump across. Yeah, this seems sensible, actually. Okay, the morgue. But I will go into the morgue in the next episode, because this one has been long enough. So that's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!